Jane here from Sweet Tashie. Just thought I'd come on today and do another really quick craft. I'm working on some Valentine's Happy Mail this week in between snuggling with my beautiful granddaughter. So this is what I've come up with this week. I've just brought some cheap straws from Daiso. They're for those bubble drinks, I think. Anyway, I've cut them up and stapled closed one end with my little stapler, and I've got another one here almost done, and so I thought I would do one on camera. I've got this little funnel. I have no idea where I got it from, but it's perfect for filling these little straws. So here I've collected lots of bits of scrap paper and I chopped them up into little pieces for my confetti bottle. And I've also just added some of these little sparkly dots, some glitter, and some little sequins. And there's other little bits and pieces in here as well. There's not too much more, but basically those few things. So I'm just going to pop a few more things in because this little tube's not quite finished. And then I thought I could just make one on camera. I like to use my tweezers to poke it all down, and it does get a bit messy. And sometimes there'll be something in there that's too big to go through the hole, but I'll just pull that out and keep going. There's all sorts of little bits of paper, but this Happy Mail I'm doing is all in pastels. So the little bottle of confetti that I've cut up ages ago and used for lots and lots and lots of different projects, I just kind of keep adding colours to it, was perfect to use up. This year I'm going to be all about using up my scraps, so I'm just going to push that together and shove a staple on. Just going to use this piece of glitter card that I've been using for quite some time, but this year I really want to use up all my scraps. So I'm just going to sort of straighten it up and fold it in half. And then I'm going to just staple it on there, and hopefully I've got it straight. Pretty straight. And then I'm just going to grab my hole punch and pop a little hole in the top at the middle. Great. Now I had some of these little chipboard hearts from a couple of years ago, but they were all just a plain wood veneer. So I thought I would pull out my Nouveau dots, my crystal Nouveau dots, and see if I could paint them. And this one is a sort of a translucent one, so it's turned out beautiful, and it actually looks green on top of the brown, even though it was actually blue. So I'm just going to use my art glitter glue, of course, and glue him on. And it doesn't matter if you make a little mess like I did, because it dries clear. So I've just put him sort of in the middle and left him to dry. I've also got some of this tissue paper, which again I'm not really sure why I've had it, what I had it from, but to make the little ruffle on the other end, it's super easy. So I'm just cutting a little chunk. I think there's like 7 or 8 layers in this one. I think it's from a paper flower or something that I was doing at one stage. So just sort of straighten that up, and we're just going to wrap it around the other end. So just sort of start at one side and around we go. And this side's a little bit long, but that's okay, we can snip that off at the end. So you just want it to be down a little bit on the over your staples that you originally did. So I've wrapped the tissue paper around and I have just put 2 little staples on. And now I'm just going to make a little fringe just by doing little snips. And ruffle that up. It's kind of cute. Now to finish it off and just to cover the staples because it looks a bit daggy, I've got this little thin washi that I thought could be good. So I'm just going to wrap that around. But as with some washies, this is not very sticky. So I was going to just add a little bit of glue to the back side to help it adhere a little bit better. And just like that. And I like to use a clip to hold most things when they're drying, so these little hair clips sort of come in really handy. So I pop that like that and then pop that aside. Next I'm going to work on the little tassel, and it's super easy, just a tassel, 4 sequins and 2 little beads on a ball pin. So I've grabbed out my pastel-y bead bucket and grabbed out some little green ones. Originally I did the pink ones because I thought that was cute, but it was too fat. So this way we'll just use the small ones, I think. So I'm just going to do the little green one and then the 2 sequins. And then the little tassel. These little tassels I just bought on AliExpress, so they're super cheap. And 2 little sequins again. With the cup side facing the tassel, if that sort of makes sense. Like they're sort of cupped up. I mean, you could do them the other way if you wanted to, but just make sure that both of them are going the same direction. And that's that. And then when you pop that on, it just sort of finishes it off kind of nicely, I reckon. Just sort of pull the pin through. And there we go. That's 2 of those little glittery wands done. And I've just got 2 more to do, so I'll just do those off camera and then come back at the end. So here are my 4 finished little glitter wands. These will be perfect to add to the little loaded pockets that I'm doing for my Valentine's swap with my 4 lovely friends. So I'll be back soon with the next installment. I'd like to include a tea pocket and a little some sort of bicky or lolly, so I might be back soon with the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye for now.